Alright, in this problem there's a 3 kilogram mass compressing a spring. The question is, what is the EPE? And this mass will squish a spring. So let's draw a picture of this before we get engaged in this problem solving. We have a spring and it has the, winds. Please forgive my spring. And we put an object on top of that. And that object is 3 kgs. Once we place that object on there, this spring is going to get compressed. It gets smaller. What's being done on that spring? Work. That means there's a force acting through some distance. So that force is mg, and it's going to compress that through some distance. Work is done on it. So the question is, number one, what is the spring constant K? We know that F equals Kx. This problem is going to contain a couple steps. It's not impossible. The force that's squishing this spring is the force of gravity acting on this mass, which is mg. So that force is mg, and that equals Kx. Solving this for K will be mg divided by x. So we have 3 kilograms times 9.8 meters per second squared divided by the compression. That's 5 centimeters. That's 0.05 meters. So we're going to solve for the K, whatever the K is. Once we know the K and the X, we're good to go. We can solve for EPE. EPE is 1/2 of what K is. This is going to get a little bit busy. We could just take all this information and put it in. 3 kgs times 9.8 meters per second squared divided by 0.05 meters times the square of x. Now if we want to write it, we could write 0.05 meters squared, or you could just write 0.05 meters times 0.05 meters, because that would be 0.05 meters squared. Now something nice happens. Since we have 0.05 in the numerator and the denominator, we could cancel, and we would know K, our first computation, and then using the value for K and placing it into the EPE equation, 1/2 kx squared, we can solve for the elastic potential energy. There are a couple computations. One was for K, and again one was for EPE. And I did not write the equation for EPE, so let's just rewrite that. That would have been EPE is equal to 1/2 times K times x squared. 1/2 K x squared. Let's reveal the answers.